Hi guys, and welcome to a very special presentation by Autoemotional. The first time I'm appearing in front of the camera because we have something that deserves just a bit of an extra highlight. This is of course the Bentley GTC Superspeed. Autoemotional has been in the car game for 20 years, and once in a while a vehicle comes to us to be sold through our exclusive ways and methodology that really and truly we get super excited about, and none more so than this 2011 GTC Superspeed. Really and truly, I don't have to talk much when it comes to this car. I mean, just look at the thing. It's not called a Superspeed for anything. From every single angle, this thing is just drop dead gorgeous. And when I tell you that this is probably the lowest mileage pristine vehicle example that you can find of this particular vehicle in the United Arab Emirates, believe me, take my word for it. It is presented in immaculate condition. The owner has cherished this thing, and to say he has good choice in cars is a bit of an understatement. This is done absolutely exactly as pretty much everyone would. The vehicle itself turns heads and looks as though it's hitting I think it's 204 miles per hour that this thing is capable of, even when it's stationary. It really is it's just so wow. It really is. I don't even know of any other word to describe it. I mean, it comes with the carbon ceramic brakes as standard because the stopping power required for this 6-litre W12 621 brake horse monster engine that's lurking underneath this chiseled, double vented hood is just required. The stopping power equates to pretty much, I mean, this thing weighs like a little planet, and it certainly goes like one. We're not going to test this thing on the roads because, in all honesty, despite being behind the wheel of just about everything in the past 20 years, even I'd be just tempted to just bury my right foot, and we can't be doing that to a client's car. But everything has just been done to the finest details. I mean, the wrap that is removable on the front, whether you like it or not. I mean, to the point where even I made the effort of actually wearing black and red today to coordinate myself with the filming and the photography of this. And there's something even more special about this vehicle than just what Bentley designed. The mileage on this thing, when I tell you it's low, it hasn't even broken in. It really hasn't. We're going to stick to the inside when we jump in because there's just so much going on. We're going to pop the boot here for you guys. The trunk, as you can see, of course, it's a Bentley. You're not going to have to put in any effort. The thing is just going to whir its way open. You've got the Bentley battery conditioner there as well, and the carpet quality in the boot is probably better than half the people's houses out there if you do have carpet. This thing has got, have I locked it or open it? I think I've locked it. This thing has got a brand new main battery there. You can see it's absolutely pristine, and some heavy thick cables running all electrics on this thing. It's bulletproof reliability. This is a Bentley. This is one of the finest vehicles in the world. It also has a brand new starter battery as well. This thing actually has 2 batteries. It's just that intense. Pop this underneath, and even the spare tires coordinated to do with colors. That is just so wow. It's like a Louis Vuitton edition vehicle with its red and black. And I mean, look at the carpet on this thing. Honestly, every single thing you touch, I mean, who does this apart from Bentley? This is a warning triangle, okay? This is leather embossed with stitching for the B logo. And here's something. Oh well, I mean, why would I put the effort in when this is all, And I don't know if you caught that, but basically the boot catch still has the blue plastic as though it came out the showroom. The oval twin pipes letting you know that this thing has got some serious grunt behind it. Serious grunt. And I love these little I mean, it's bright now, of course. We're being blessed by the sun here in Dubai. But when you pop the locks, red or green, depending on open or close. And the nice thing about these cars is how wide the doors open. That sounds rather strange, but these cars tend to be driven by wide boys in all sense of the word, and we do like our space coming in and out. I mean, just as a door card, this thing is art. It just really is. Of course, you've got the little pocket here. You've got the huge grills for the sound system. Everything that you touch is the highest quality, hand-stitched leather. You've got this, I'm tempted to say 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡𝗠𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡, which is, by the way, a brand, not a type of material. I only was educated this the other day. But this actually feels like suede. It's actually softer than even 𝗔𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗡𝗠𝗢𝗧. And I mean, you can see things just absolutely unmarked. And again, when I show you the mileage and your jaw drops, you'll understand why. And that all-important script telling you this is the lightweight version, the Super Sport. And in 2011, when this car was new, it was the fastest drop-top four-seater in the world. That's a statement, by the way. To say everything works, properly is just a bit silly, really. Honestly, again, these Bentley are just obsessed with details. I mean, look at the stitching on the back of these floor mats, the brushed aluminium steel, the Bentley crest in these seats that just have the perfect amount of lumbar support for you. And we can push the seat forward without even crouching down, because of course it's a Bentley and you don't want to do that. Pull this up, push this back, and you can see it just whirs its way effortlessly. And a real four-seater, you can squeeze the kids in the back quite comfortably, and two adults if they are insisting on going with you along for a cruise. But I mean, just take a look at this cabin. It is magnificent, it really is. And listen to the door when it closes. That thing is just absolutely solid. You've got the chunky handles. And yes, of course it's soft closure. It does that all by itself. Everything immaculate. Not a scratch on the car. Huge brake calipers. They actually look something like a steam locomotive would be required. And here's a little interesting point for you as well. Did you know that the number of feathers on the Bentley badge are not equal? Lots of people, when they copy Bentley gear, memorabilia and clothing lines or whatever, they actually get that wrong. So there you go. See, Autoemotional, not just teaching about cars, but educating you and life in general. So the all-important driver's seat, and again, as mentioned, you see the little light there. Oh, who does details like that apart from Bentley? Again, just, I mean, things immaculate, isn't it? It really is. It just feels as though no one's, lots of time cars feel as though no one sat in the back seats. In this, it feels as though no one's ever sat even in the front seats. And that very specific reason, look at the mileage, 3,835 kilometers. Genuinely, this thing has not broken in yet. It actually just hasn't. It's that new. The thing is just magnificent. You close the door, the window whirs up, and basically you're just cocooned. It's dead silent in the car now. Let's start this thing up. I mean, push button, again, just no effort. And it's tradition now here on Autoemotional to let you know that the AC is something that you can't feel, but you certainly can hear. Let's turn it down just so that my voice is super clear. Just the details on this thing are remarkable. Again, the brushed steel on this door handle, it's just everything is just remarkable. The build quality when you grab it, I mean, it's nothing's going anywhere. The piping, the detailing, the stitching, everything is just immaculate, you know. It's just everywhere you look around, it's the join on this red and black leather with the hand stitching. And you know, these guys, when I tell you that they're finicky, you can see each stitch is balanced to the stitch above. This is not a coincidence. This line follows on this double winged, as it's known, console style. Look at that. Every single stitch is matched. Every single stitch. It's just remarkable. Airbags, of course, goes without saying. You got that center speaker which kind of disappears in the carbon fiber trim. Even this brushed aluminium air vents, the way they swivel, it's just so sexy. That's the only way to describe it. And of course the Breitling clock and the push and pull, I think they're called trumpet pulls or something like that, you know, just to close off the vents. But everything, it's just so machined and so nice. On the infotainment system, of course, you can switch it off to give yourself just the key information, but if you're driving at night and you just want to concentrate more on your company than the screen, you're going to do that. Of course, the AC controls, as you can see here, are very user-friendly. Of course, navigation, it will let you get to wherever, but we got another surprise in this vehicle too. Audio and video setup. We don't play music here in Autoemotional, so we don't breach any copyright. We also have a map. It's not the latest, but we've got a little way around that. Of course, you know, Audio Direct do car install and upgrades, and we also have the kit for these Bentleys, which pretty much no one else here in the UAE has. Traffic vehicle setup telling you that the car's just, of course, all green lights, specified positions, but a little secret button here, and check this out. Now you got YouTube, Netflix, TV, iGo, MX Player, Spotify, Google Maps, and Cigic Maps. This thing's already been upgraded. There is nothing you have to do apart from get in and pose. Of course, the lightweight vehicle can be piloted from the back of this Flying Bee. Again, airbags galore. Don't have to take your hands off the steering wheel for anything. Volume controls, cruise control, on and off, and you've got those paddle shifters as well, so you can turn this thing into a brutal machine when it's on the road. Believe you me, this thing is a monster. We're not going to be able to bury our foot even to get the engine note out, but let's try and just capture a bit of that audible magic as we just rev it slightly. And a true test of a car's power, as my dad taught me, was when you give gas, it basically twists the car. It will shake left and right. It's just the engine just aching to, you know, get its power down on the tarmac. And again, everything is in just showroom pristine condition. Electric parking brake. You've got the mirrors, which are heated. We don't need to show you that they're working. They're working. Heated seats as well. That traditional Bentley knurling, of course, wrapping itself all the way around. And of course, the pièce de résistance on this thing is the roof. One-piece fabric roof. I mean, when you're driving this thing with the roof up, by the way, it feels as though you are in the coupe, the GT, purely because it's just built so well. But that was the best part of, I don't know, 10 seconds, if that. And the roof is down, and of course it transforms this vehicle into what it's all about. Not for the shy and retiring, because this thing will turn heads everywhere, and any Bentley owner who sees that little classy strip telling you Supersport knows this is something very, very special. We're going to take a couple of photographs, to say the least, have all the details for you. At just 3,865 kilometers, I think it was. This thing's not even broken in. Brand new main battery, starter battery, full service, upgraded audio, bonnet wrap, two-tone leather in pristine condition. whoever has the inkling to buy this thing, turn up with your checkbook and your ID so we can get it wrapped up, because it's just not going to wait around for everyone. This is not only an investment, but it's the epitome of Autoemotional, you know, passionate about performance on 4 wheels. It really, really is an absolute pleasure to have done this presentation for you, ladies and gentlemen, on this Bentley 2011 GTC Superspeed convertible by Autoemotional.